Hey, I'm Jillian with Apex Overland, and I'm going to show you around our 2019 Tundra today that we built for our family of 4 and 70-pound dog. So we had a 4Runner previous to this, and it fit us really well. We're a family of 3. And it was great, and we built it to be pretty off-road capable. We had a rooftop tent on the top and a fridge in the back and a drawer system and all that. And then my son came along and we quickly realized we were running out of space. The Tundra is just a lot more room on the inside. I went with the Crew Max because huge back seat for the kids and dog. The V8 really appealed to me, having a little more power in the vehicle to be able to move the bigger tires. We built this to be a very capable off-road rig if need be. So we put steel bumpers front and rear. This is a C4 fab equipped with a worn 12,000-pound winch, synthetic line of course, factor 55 goodies with the flat link. So we did decide to lift this Tundra for a couple reasons. We were adding the extra weight, so I knew I needed to upgrade the suspension anyway with some heavier duty springs, and I did want to run bigger tires. So these are a 35-inch tire. So in order to clear that, we did a 3-inch lift, and we did with a Toytech Aluma series, and then we added the adjustable upper control arms to be able to get that alignment where we needed to be with these bigger tires. I opted for some aluminum skid plates. These are from Bud Built. They're out of Hickory, North Carolina. I always love to support local mom and pop companies, but they're the only ones that I know of on the East Coast that make an aluminum skid plate for the Tundra. And again, I went with the aluminum because of weight reduction. Continuing on, the armor, we also added a set of C4 rock sliders. These also act like a step. With small children, having the ability to act and function as a step was really important, but these also have protected me against rocks a bunch of times. So for our camping setup and tent, we went with a Go Fast camper. It is a camper top that opens up into a rooftop tent, and then I added an alu-cab shadow awning. The alu-cab had like the best opening or the most square footage the way it opened, and I also really like that you can open it without having any legs. And me being only 5'5" and 120 pounds, I needed it to be really easy to open and close, and that did that for me. Same with the tent. We've had a lot of different setups through the years, rooftop tents, soft shell, hard shell, and I wanted something that if it's on the vehicle, I wanted to be able to set up camp really quickly and also tear it down really quickly in case we just decided that either we were in a spot we didn't want to be in for the night, or if we decided to go on a night ride or go off-road, then it only takes a few minutes to close everything up. Originally, we had this in a fold-down bunk in the back that my daughter would sleep on, and the dog would sleep down in the bottom with the bed rug. But again, kids grow as they do. So a friend of mine who is an excellent woodworker, I had this design in my head, and I took inspiration out of like van builds to make a sliding kind of futon bed, so that this whole thing will open to be a sleeping platform for the children and the dog. So my husband and I can sleep up top and the kids sleep down here. And for the cushions, I bought a queen size memory foam mattress, got some upholstery foam, and made cushions myself, and then bought the like, I don't know, couch cover things off Amazon for like 12 bucks. So that way, if they do get ruined, I'm not out a ton of money. With kids and dog, you have to think about stuff like that. This box created a little bit of a cubby, which was perfect for a 3-gallon water port. So I have that on the side, and I use this. I don't really use it for drinking water, but I use it for rinsing off the kids' feet and the dog's feet, and rinsing off dishes and stuff like that. And then on the side here for some storage, I added a Molly panel, and then that was really quick and easy for me to add my Blue Ridge bags. Right here, this is the headrest organizer bag, and I use it kind of for a catch-all. So this is my Blue Ridge recovery bag. I usually have a soft shackle or 2 attached to here. Actually, I've been using it to anchor my dog to his leash this weekend, so it's not attached, but inside of this is where I keep, you know, a winch line extension and some straps and things like that. And then the front is where I keep my gloves if I am in a recovery situation, which is important. A lot of people forget those. Through the years, my camp cooking has evolved, and I have learned less is definitely more. So I don't carry a lot for camp cooking, although we do love to eat. Just a simple table that I keep in the back. I just throw it out, a slim stove, a jet boil, and then of course just some staple items like coffee, French press, paper towels, citronella candles, and I keep all of my cooking utensils and spices and stuff in my Blue Ridge bag, and that's pretty much it for camping. And then all the food, of course, goes in the Dometic. So inside of the cab, I haven't done a ton of modifications, but I did add a Garmin tread to help with navigation. With the larger tires, it also helps me check my speed, which is great. I always have my Garmin InReach Mini. I leave it usually just thrown up here on the dash or in the cup holder. But then as far as like modifications, we did add a Switch Pro so that I can turn on my light bars and some of my accessory lights. And then we did do some switching of switches. I added a anytime backup camera and front camera to it. And that used to be where the rear window switch was, but I don't use that anymore with the camper. So we moved it over here to an area where it was a little bit out of the way. So under the hood, here's the Switch Pro, what I call it, the brain. This is where this is mounted so that it gets power from the battery. And then we also have upgraded the battery to a Deep Cycle AGM Group 31 battery. I believe what came in here stock was like a 24 or 25, a lot smaller. So I beefed up the battery with, like I said, a marine or RV kind of battery. It has a longer life, and it can also take the brunt of like when the fridge is directly hooked to it or my camping lights and stuff like that. And then in order to fit this in here, we had to change out the battery tray to an Apex Overland battery tray. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the little walk around of our 2019 Tundra. And again, my name's Jillian. I'm from Apex Overland. We are a vehicle outfitter based out of Reidsville, North Carolina. We are a one-stop shop for all things Overland. We have an install shop. We offer custom fabrication services. We sell all the goodies that go on the inside, the Blue Ridge Overland gear, the Factor 55 for the recovery gear, tons of other brands. You can check out all of that and what we offer on apexoverland.com. And be sure to follow our Instagram, and we've been putting a lot more content out on YouTube, so check us out there.